me. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hey
hello. It's
guys.
Casey Stubbs with Carlos. Hey,
Hey
Carlos, how you
guys.
doing?
I'm doing good, Casey. How are you?
I'm well. I'm trying to adjust my speaker. Hold on, or my mic. Is it desk? How's this audio? Does it sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure it was using the Rode, but I guess it is. Okay. All right. Well, hey everybody. Let's make sure we're live. We've got it's 11 a.m. We're supposed to be on YouTube and also on Twitter. Want to make sure we're all set there. So let me know if you guys can see and hear me. I can see I'm definitely over good on the YouTube side. Let's see how we're looking over on the Twitter side. Are we live? Is the Twitter side live? Let me know. Let me know. All right. So today we've got myself. I'm Casey Stubbs, and my co-host Carlos Gonzalez, or CG, as it says in his profile, CG.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking today about crypto. We're going to be talking about Shib. We're going to be talking about Shibarium. We're going to be talking about Shiba Swap. We're going to be talking about 1 Cent Dream. And we're going to be talking about my 19,503% trade that I just took and how we can find another 19,503% trade and maybe even more. So if you're interested in all of that, stay tuned. And to top it all off, we're going to be doing some giveaways today. I have 10 million cent bagged up and a bunch of bone. For those of you Shibarium people, you guys know about bone. So we got bone and Shiba swap locked up, ready to go. All right. So looks like we are live right now. And looks like we're live. Good. All right. So I'm just going to share this out real quick to make sure everybody knows that we're live. And make sure the right link is going. Okay, yeah, let me share it. Because it looks like we got nobody on. I really pumped this up and nobody's here. So we're not going to get any action if nobody's here.
Yeah. Can
Okay.
happen, but sometimes it takes people time to get in, so it's okay.
You know what? You're right, especially with Twitter. So
Yeah.
we do have some people on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube and you want to participate, you know what? That's going to be good. So, all right. So let me first by sharing my screen, and then I'm going to also post this out too. We are now live. Okay. Okay. All right. So here's how it's going to be. All right. So we actually looks like we got so we just got Brandon joined up, right? And so Carlos, you'll notice that Brandon joined at 11:02, so he qualifies for the prize.
Okay.
So tell Brandon, if you're watching, if you're not, that's okay. But tell Brandon to send Carlos a DM. So Carlos, go ahead in the chat there in Telegram and just message Brandon. Say, hey, Brandon, send me a DM and I'll send you your prize for joining Telegram. So that's the first one. Our goal is to give out 10 prizes today. That's the goal. So share it. You know, the more people that we share. Okay, Brandon is tuned in. Okay. So Carlos, send Brandon a message and you know what I'm saying, Carlos?
Yeah. I
Okay.
understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brandon understands, and Carlos understands. So we're good. I haven't shared my screen yet, so let's do that. Let's share our screen. So we got a lot to talk about today. I mean, a lot. And so I'm going to be taking questions, comments, and the best way to ask me a question is to really jump into that Telegram, which we're giving away some tokens here today to join in, right? And so here's my screen. We're sharing. We got me and Carlos here, and we're here just to talk about Shibarium. We're here to talk about 1 Cent Dream. We're here to talk about Shib. So here's 1 Cent Dream. Now, I want to go over this chart here. Yesterday, we had a breakout. You're going to notice that we broke this level, and it was a 2-day breakout, and it was on high levels of volume. Okay, and so if you're going to if you want to know a little bit about how trading works, it's really based, and it doesn't matter if it's a new market or an old one, it's based off of volume. So right in here, this is a the level here is 38.0538. There's a lot of buyers in here. Okay, now human psychology lets people hold on to something, right? Human psychology lets people hold on to something when they're making money, right? And it's that whole fear and greed thing. Everything in the markets is based off of fear and greed. And by the way, um, uh, and let us know when you get that prize, Brandon. We're glad that we got you. So it's all based off of fear and greed, okay? And we're going to be I'm going to show you guys how to transfer your SHIB over to Shibarium today, okay? So I've got some really cool stuff planned, but I'm just talking about this trade here for right now. So we got a lot of buyers sitting in at this level, okay? And I mean, there's a ton. We did over $12,000 in volume yesterday. And so as price continues to go up, people will hold on to that. And at some point they're going to be like, okay, I made some good money. I'm going to sell. Okay. So they might come up here to 50. 50 is a really important level. And so I'm looking for this to get up there. Okay. I'm looking for us to actually hit 50 today. And so people might start selling, right? And then when some other people start selling, they're like, oh, my profit's going to be taking. And so then they sell, and then the price comes back down here. Okay. Well, then what's going to happen is all of these people that bought in here, they're going to be like, oh, I got in at this price. This is a good deal. I'm going to buy some more. So we get a lot more volume than in this level. That's how these pocket levels continue. And if it gets hit, then price will probably accelerate past the next level. Now, on the other hand, let me delete this. On the other hand, if price goes down and goes below this, then people start to panic and then they sell for a loss, right? And then the lower it gets, it's amazing. They always say buy low and sell high, but you'd be amazed at how many people start freaking out down here and then they start selling, right? But we got to retrain ourselves not to do that. We don't want to buy and then sell lower. We want to buy low and sell high. So what I've been doing, and if we take this at a 1 hour chart, and I'm going to talk about this some more later, but and actually I like the Dex screener version better. Let's see if I can find that. I like Dex screener. I don't know if you guys have a preference, but I do like the Dex screener chart. So I'm going to open that chart. I just like it a little bit more. So if we go in here and we look at an hourly chart, you're going to see that this thing has been performing like a textbook trend. Okay, it's a textbook trend. And right in here and in here and in all these pullbacks, it just keeps getting bought up. And you can see the volume spikes, right? Price comes down, people are buying it up. You see the volume. Price comes down, people are buying it up. You can see the volume. Price comes down, you can see the volume coming up. So there's a lot of opportunity here. And so this is what the token called 1 Cent Dream. Very excited about this token. And I'm going to show you guys how to bridge over to Shibarium here in a minute. But I just wanted to start by kind of showing how things were going. So again, Carlos is with me, and Carlos is going to be helping people get their prizes. And so if you guys are not in our Telegram and you want to join, you can ask me questions in the Telegram, and you can also receive a reward. So we're trying to get 10 members, and every single person that joins today, the prize is going to be sent out. It's going to be some bone and scent token. This token right here, you're going to be gifted that for joining our Telegram today. And so, Carlos, were you able to send that over to Brandon, our first winner for the day?
Yes, I'm talking to him to send him his bone and his scent.
Awesome. Good job. All right. Carlos, are you pretty comfortable with that? Have you done that before using the MetaMask wallet? Or what wallet do you use?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know how to use it. I have used another wallet, but I think MetaMask is one of the best, so I'm comfortable using MetaMask. It's a
Okay,
good one.
good. Good. There has been a little bit of problem with MetaMask and Shiba Swap on the mobile. So if you can always use Coinbase wallet. You can use Coinbase wallet as well. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys how to bridge over right now to Shibarium. So and I'm gonna show you guys how that whole thing works. So we're gonna go to Shiba Swap. And on Shiba Swap, this is how you guys do the trading. Okay, this is how you guys do the trading. And Carlos, have you have you ever bridged over anything in or out of Shibarium yet? Have you tried to do that process?
Yeah, I have tried with some bone and with other tokens, but mainly with bone. And it's easy. At first, it might be difficult, but once you learn, it's very easy.
Right, right. So okay. So that is very true, and you use Bone, but today I'm going to show you how we're going to do it with Shib. And
Okay.
I personally think that it's easier with Shib. Personally, I think Shib is easier, and cheaper. And so we're going to go into that whole process on how to do that today. All right. But again, just a reminder, if you guys are listening, looks like we got 28 viewers. If you guys are listening and you have not joined the Telegram, we're going to be giving away some bone and scent for all new Telegram members. So please click that link and join in. If you need the Telegram link, should be on the page. Let me see. It's actually not on the page. So let me share that Telegram link right here. And we got to make sure that we're posting that out. Join the Telegram. I'm posting it in the chat. If you guys know how to use chat, which can be sometimes kind of an issue on Twitter. It said the broadcast has, hold on.
It says we are live. I don't know if that.
Oh, there we go. I clicked, for some reason it was not working. Okay, well, I just posted that in the Twitter chat, and I'm going to post it over in the YouTube chat as well. If you guys want to join over, we'd love to have you guys in our Telegram, and there's going to be some prizes for everybody that comes on over today. Our goal is to get 10 new members during the session. So I don't know how long we're going to be live for, so jump on in and claim your reward. We got one reward already given out. We got 10 more to go, or 9 more. And if we get enough, we might do some bonus ones. All right. So here's Shiba Swap, right? It's shibaswap.com. And what you want to do here is click on bridge. Okay. And then there's a couple things you want to know here is you can deposit and you can withdraw. And let me explain what Shibarium is. Shibarium is a level 2 network. So if we go back to Shiba Swap, you can trade on this by clicking swap. You can trade all kinds of different tokens here. You can trade them on the Ethereum network, which is, ETH and all the tokens on the ETH network. And then you can also trade on the Shibarium network, all on Shiba Swap, right? Now, the cool thing about that is I personally don't do much on the ETH network. Why? Well, because ETH network has very high fees. Okay. And so sometimes, and we're going to see that when I make the transfer, but sometimes you might have to pay $20 or $30 just to make a transaction, which is fine for whales, people that have millions of ETH. But for us regular people, it's just so expensive. And so there's this new network called Shibarium, which has a lot of tokens to be trading, but it's extremely affordable on the fees. Plus, they do say that possibly Shib is going to be available on here at some point. And that's going to be very cool when that happens, because there's going to be a ton of people burning Shib. And, Shib is down a little bit today, but it's very exciting. Okay, so we're going to bridge to the layer 2, Shibarium, and there's a ton of tokens on layer 2. So you either click deposit or withdraw. Deposit or withdraw. So we're going to make a deposit. And what I'm going to do is you have to go to the Ethereum chain first, because you're taking your tokens from ETH and you're going to move them over. So I'm on Ethereum and I'm moving them over to Shibarium. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over my Shib. I've got 28 million Shib all lined up, ready to go. And we're going to transfer it. Okay. Now, by the way, if you guys have any questions, just join that Telegram and you can get a reward, and I'll answer your question. Like if you're wondering about any crypto questions or any part of how to do this, there's no problem at all. We're here to help. So now I'm going to click transfer. Okay. Now it says it should take 20 to 30 minutes. That's okay, because I'm going to be taking some time. So it's going to cost roughly a 172. So we're going to click that right now. All right. And so it says estimated 351. So the chain, it's usually not right on point. So $3.70 some cents. So we're going to click next. We're going to approve it at 349. And let's see what happens here. All right. So there we go. Now I have to actually deposit. So that was 350. So now to actually, and there's 2 of these, and I don't know why there's 2. Someone smarter than me could explain that. Oh, wow. See, now this is $12. That's pretty high, right? Let me reject that and try it again. I'm going to try that again, because that's $12 is pretty high. But since we're live, I'm not going to, I guess that's what it is right now. ETH just exploded. When ETH was down, the gas fees were much cheaper. So it's going to cost me a total of $15 to bridge my tokens over. Okay. Now that is a little bit expensive, but I'm going to show you some of the key advantages of doing so. Because if you were to keep your Shib on ETH, every time you made a transaction, it would show up there, right? And it would cost you a lot of money. So we're going to go over here to transactions, and you can see that there my transaction happened, right? And it was 28 million, and that's valued around $700. So you can see I've been bridging in Shib. I'm really enjoying bridging in Shib, and I want to show you guys something about the blockchain here. And if we go and look at Shib here on the blockchain, Shib should be here. Okay, this is Shib right here. Okay, there's 31 billion Shib on Shibarium. And in just the last week, 1 billion has transferred over. Okay, and so that is a big signal to me that a lot of people are bridging over Shib because they figured out how easy it is. And you don't necessarily need to have bone because it's hard to get bone. So let me show you. We're kind of waiting right now because it's going to take 20 minutes for this to happen. But we're kind of waiting here. And if you guys stay tuned, I'm going to show you my best trade ever. And so, all right. So right now, um, we have Coin Market Cap is the page here, and we're going to just we're going to type in Shib. Okay. Now, this is all of the different places that you can buy Shib. You can buy it at Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, OKX, Shiba Swap, Upbit, Kraken, KuCoin, Gate.io. It's really easy to get Shib. HTX, Bitfinex, MEXC, BitGet, Bitstamp, Crypto.com, Gemini, Binance, Toko Crypto. So you can see really how simple it is to get Shib. And then once you do that, you just send it over to your MetaMask wallet and you bridge it over like I just did. Now, Carlos, with you and getting Bone and bridging Bone over or bridging Shib, what do you think would be your preferred method for getting crypto over to Shibarium?
Well, you always, I mean, I always try to use the cheapest way. So I try to use this bridge that you just mentioned. I don't like to use that much Ethereum because, like we just saw, it's kind of expensive, and in some hours of the day, it's more expensive. Like right now, so I would use Shibarium for sure, anytime, or any other that are cheap as well.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And so um ETH is up 25% in 7 days, and so that is why it's really expensive right now too. So if you're trying to save some money on ETH, look at the days. Uh, the days here are very important because on days where it's a little bit, see the greed index is picking up. On days when things are really hot, it gets expensive. So in the next few days, I think we could see some big bursts. So you might want to make your transactions now, jump in. I think it could be good. So again, guys, we're doing a giveaway here, and I just bridged over like 28 million Shib. So I just bridged that over. So that's pretty awesome. And it doesn't cost a lot to bridge right now. It cost me about $15. Earlier last week, it was only $5. So it just depends on what's happening. Yeah. Um, so we do have that bonus going on where we're giving everybody, all the new members for the during this live stream, we're giving them some cent bonuses, but we're also going to do a Telegram bonus as well. We're going to be giving out something. One of the lucky holders of cent is going to get a bonus when we hit 200 Telegram. And we're going to be giving away Telegram Premium for free. So, we're just trying to get the word out about 1 Cent Dream. You guys can see how well the performance has been so far. If I go over here and take a look at the chart, you can see we're on a really nice uptrend. Price is looking up pretty good. All right. So I know some of you guys, you're waiting for, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to show you guys how to use Shiba Swap later. And I moved over to Shibarium. I'm going to move this back over to Shibarium. So I'm going to swap here in a little bit, but for the time being, I'm going to show you guys about some of the things that are happening in the crypto market. And I really want to get Carlos's opinion on this as well. So I'm going to pull up something here. Just hang in there. I got to find an image. You guys can look at my personal goals. I'm a big believer of goals. I always write them down. I always look at them daily. I just focus on them all the time. Okay. But anyways, take a look at this chart. Can you guys see this, Carlos? Can you see my chart right now? I don't know if you can see it. If you guys can see it, let me know. Carlos might be frozen. All right. Well, anyways, this is pretty interesting. Okay. This has got me very excited. All right. This is Bitcoin chart. All right. Now, everybody knows that Bitcoin is kind of what is leading Shib right now. Bitcoin, and we lost Carlos. I'm sure he'll be back. But Bitcoin has a pretty predictable pattern. Right now, Bitcoin, if you notice, it's in a bull market, right? Okay. Now, Bitcoin is in a bull market. Very important for us to know that. Even though we have these pullbacks in the blue, see these pullbacks? It's still a bull market, right? Because why? Because the uptrend hasn't been broken. And so as long as this bull market keeps going, we are going to continue to trade crypto, Bitcoin, Shib, and all the other tokens, right? But you got to pick some of the best, and that's why I'm all in on Shib. I don't own any Bitcoin. I put everything in Shib, literally everything. All right, everything I got is in Shib. And so I think that's really important for us to differentiate. And I'll tell you a little bit about why I got in Shib and how I did it and what my plan is. And now I'm transitioning from Shib to 1 Cent Dream, right? And so, if you haven't joined our Telegram yet, do that. You can get a prize today. We're giving away prizes for all of our new members. Carlos, you're back. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
A
I'm,
little bit of connection issue, huh?
yeah, sometimes it happens.
I understand. Yes, sir. Okay. So I was just talking about this chart. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So as long as this continues, what will change here is if this market does this, and let's say that we come up here and I don't know what's going to happen. I can't predict the future. But if we hit this high and we come down and we break, we come down here and we hit it again and we break and come down here like that, that would be considered a triple top. Okay. And then price would be moving down and then the bear market would be over, right? But this trend line would have to go, right? So since Bitcoin has been created, there's never been a bear market. Now there may be one. This bull market could go for 50 years. We don't know. But right now, we're in a bull market as long as that level holds. And so there's a very important pattern that you guys need to understand. Look at these years: 2014 down, 2018 down, okay, 2022 down, and now we're in 23 was up, 24 was up, and 25 should be up. So we're looking at, I was predicting to see Bitcoin hit around 250K, right? So what does that mean for Shib? I don't know. If you guys have any comments in the chat, let me know. But what does that mean for Shib? And so right now, I have been buying. What I did, my strategy was buying Shib and loading up in this bear market. So for people, regular people that want to take advantage of these markets, they need to be buying in this phase. You can buy in this phase, but what happens is this phase is where the mania and the crazy action happens. Everybody gets excited and they start buying. And then what they do is they buy in here, and then we hit the blue period and they starts to go down. And during that period, they start to panic and then they sell, and then that's when the market starts to go back up. So, Carlos, when did you get started in with crypto? I think I lost him again. Okay. So, anyways, Carlos is standing by. He's going to be helping me out distribute some of the prizes too. So guys, let me take a look at our Telegram. I'd love to see you guys join. Here's our Telegram, right? And you can see Brandon got the prize today. We had 157. We need to get some more members. So if you're watching the stream, jump on over, join our Telegram, and the next 10 members will get a prize. Okay. All right. So it's interesting that it says that we have live 58 viewers. I wonder how accurate that actually is, because I'm not getting any interaction with this. All right. So okay. Now let's keep going here. So now I want to go ahead and show you guys my best trade ever. My best trade ever. All right, my best trade ever. Let me show you that here in just a minute. But that whole Bitcoin chart, actually, let me see if I can find that again real quick. That Bitcoin chart got me very excited. I mean, I absolutely love that chart. I think that there's a ton of possibilities with that chart, and I think it's really important. But now I want to show you guys my best trade. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so we've got, it was a Shibarium trade. And it was, let's go here. I love to look at the most volume tokens. You can see today, Cent is number 2. C-Fun, or no, Cent is number 3. That's where we are at. Number 3, right there.
Nice job.
Oh, thank you. How are you doing, Carlos?
I'm doing good.
Good. Did you see that chart I had on Bitcoin?
Yeah,
What do you
I
think
saw
of
it.
that? Do you have you ever seen those patterns before?
Yeah, I have. And well, basically, I think we're in a good moment with Bitcoin and plenty other tokens. And I think that eventually will be positive for Shibarium and for its tokens because, well, Shiba hasn't even touched his all-time high. So now in the last cycle, we didn't have a network, a community. Now we have it. Now we have Shibarium, and I think that's very positive for the value of the of the community itself. So I think we will see great moments coming out for Shibarium and its community and all of its tokens.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, and so we still got a year and a half, and I'm going to talk about some
Exactly.
market cap too. A year and a half of potential bull market, and so we'll talk about some market cap stuff. But I want to show you my best trade. It was one called C Fun, right? And this was on Shibarium, and they've got a huge pullback today. But I got to give a shout out to the guys over there. So the guys that are running it are, their names are Doxy and Metatron. Those guys actually gave me some tokens back when this first started on March 19th. Okay, so look at this. March 19th, this thing was 6 zeros, right? And now it's got 3 zeros. So I got in on March 19th at like 37, right? 37.21. And this thing was just cranking. And so I actually took a little bit of profit. Actually, I took a lot of profit right up here. I took some profit right here, and I closed my tokens. And here's what's really amazing. Oh, and I also got to give a shout out to another guy over there at C Fun, Durbro. He actually gifted me some C Fun too. So there's some great people over there. But I got in here, and the value of the tokens was about 68 cents. Okay. Right. So sometimes we're giving you guys some gifts, right? And they're about $2. The gifts you're going to get for going into Telegram is probably, it's not a ton. I'll just be straight up with you guys. It's like $2 to $4. Okay. But this was 68 cents. When I sold up here, I made a total of $252 in profit, right? So I took 68 cents and I rolled it into 252. Now, I could have. I think C Fund still has a lot of potential, but it was a 19,500% gain. That's insane, right? That's like you just can't turn 68 cents into 252. Okay. So what I did was I'm like, okay, C Fund's already at a million market cap. I need to get something else where I can get another 19% gain. So I went ahead and I rolled my profits into, what did I roll them into? I rolled them into Cent. Okay, now let's think about this. And that's if we look at the daily chart, Cent's been going up really nice. But Cent is just getting started, early days. Our market cap is only 178,000. We still could get to a million, 10 million, 50 million, right? We've still got a long ways to go. And so I did the calculations, and if Cent goes up 19,000% from here, like C Fund did, which I think there's a really big possibility that that happens, 19,000% increase, that $252 that I rolled in, that could turn into 50K, right? 50K. Now, Carlos, here's the thing that's really interesting about my trade, right? That C Fund trade happened on March 19th. I sold it on May 19th. I only had the position for 2 months. So I
That
went from from 68 cents to $252 in 2 months. The question is, what would happen if this 252 turned into 50K in 2 months? What do you think about that?
that would be amazing. I mean, that would be one of the best trades I've ever seen. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's an amazing profit. I
Yeah.
think we all want that kind of performance in our investments.
Yeah. Now, listen, I'm a big Shib holder, right, Carlos? But you know why I'm looking at Cent? Because it's low market cap. It's 100, because the higher the market cap, the exponential gains slow down, right? So it's easier for
That's
Cent
right.
to get to 100 million than it is for Shib to get to 100 billion.
That's right.
And
It's an
so,
amazing opportunity.
right. And so that's why you see all these tokens bubbling up like crazy. And I want to show you guys something too, okay? Now, I want you guys to see this, okay? This is really important. These are all the tokens, okay? These are all the tokens. Look, there's 424. But I want you to see something really important here. Only a handful, only the top few are getting any volume and any action. Most of these, even if you go down, and we have a good day here on Shibarium, by the way, we're doing 169,000. But most of these tokens are less than $1,000 in volume, right? And so you've got to be very careful about what you invest in. There's literally thousands upon millions of new tokens launching every day. But it's all based off of the community and the dev team and the
That's
people that
right.
are behind it and the frenzy and just all of the good stuff. So you have to find one that really has a great opportunity. Stuff like Cent or perhaps C Fun. I'm involved with Cent. I'm on the marketing team, and so that's why I'm really pushing it. So disclaimer, I own a lot and I'm buying a lot, and I basically work for them really. And so yeah, that's why we're doing this. But there's a big opportunity because the market cap could blow up. And so I love Chat GPT, right? And I have a special Chat GPT for crypto and for 1 cent. But I want to take a look at this. I want to just say, okay, if I invest $252 of into cent token at a price of, actually, let's do it like this. With ChatGPT, you got to ask the right questions. If the price
Let's try the prompt.
currently, what's the price of cent, Carlos, right now?
I'm gonna send it to you. It's all 4503, but 050
Okay.
and 4503.
Okay. What
I'll
will
send
the
you in the
price
chat.
be? Thank you, Carlos. What will the
You have
price be
you have it in
if
the chat.
which chat? The X chat?
In River.
Oh, Riverside. Okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay. So, what will the price be if we increase by 19,503%? And ChatGPT is doing its magic. And I run these scenarios, right? Okay, so the price needs to get to 0.000827, right? And so for me to take that $252 right now to get to 0.0008827. So let's look at the chart now. Let's see what that would look like on the chart.
You have to blow two O's away, and we'll be there.
Three
And
zeros, right?
yeah, three zeros. We are
So
not with five.
it is a long ways away, right? You can see it's all the way up here, right? But I mean, C Fun just did it. Let me go back to
Exactly.
C Fun. I mean, C Fun just did that, right? And I know everybody on Shibarium is always looking for the next one, right? It just went here from 6 zeros. I mean, it did from 6 zeros, which is where I got in. No, 6. I got in at 6 zeros, all the way up to 3, right? So it just did it. And so burning that next zero, I'll just be honest. If C Fun burns that next zero, they are a tremendously talented project, which I'm not saying they can't do it, but if they do, they got to get all the way up to here. There's less of an obstacle for us to get to it than for them. Now, so yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I think that it's a possibility, and that's what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking for us to get to that level, because that would turn my $252 into 50,000, right? That would be awesome, right? And hopefully the idea would be to make that happen in 2 months like it did before. So yeah. So again, guys, what one of the big things about Shibarium that I think is going to be really awesome is that you can send your Shib directly to Shibarium. You just got to bridge it over. So there's a couple different ways to buy Shib. You can buy it on an exchange, or you could just go right into your MetaMask wallet. Let me show you guys how that works. We're going to switch over to the ETH network here, and we can just click buy. Now, you can buy, I think you can buy Shib directly here. Let me see. You can buy Shib directly and then bridge it directly. You cannot bridge Bone. And you cannot, well, you can bridge Bone, but you cannot buy Bone, right? So I can buy Shib directly with my MetaMask wallet. That's so easy, but you cannot buy Bone. And so for the longest time, everyone was like, get Bone, get Bone. But I couldn't get Bone. So what I had to do was buy ETH, transfer the ETH into Bone, and then send the Bone to Shibarium. But now I've learned you can transfer your Shib directly, because the other way we could do this is we could buy ETH, right? And so if you guys are understanding what we're talking about here, we buy ETH directly. right here. We could buy ETH and then make a transaction and swap your ETH for Shib. And I can show you how to do that. You just go in. It's really easy to do, but it's expensive. So we're going to swap. I've got ETH. Let's swap it into Shib. And we're going to just, I don't know how much ETH I have. Not a lot. Okay, so it's going to give me a quote. That's $75. That's going to cost me $39. Like, that's insane. That's absolutely insane, right? Let's see
There are
how
some
much it
times there are
What's
some
that?
times in the day there are some times in the day where the network it's kind of I mean, it has a lot of activity, and when it has a lot of activity, that happens. So maybe we are in that moment of the day.
You know what? You're right, Carlos. You're absolutely right. But it's also when ETH is hot, like it is right now.
In, indeed, that's
So
right.
we can buy Shib. We can buy Shib, and I want to see what the fees are to buy Shib. So if we buy it, so right here, the fee's only $8 to buy Shib directly. I can buy it on a centralized exchange. I use Robinhood. So I'll go into my Robinhood and it's free. There's no cost. It's just the spread, right? So that's how I've been doing it, just to save money, because it's all about trying to get this effective, then putting that directly into Shibarium. And right now there's 31 billion, right? And there's going to be a lot more. So the reason why, the reason why Cent is in such a great position to really blow up is because right now we're the only token, and I'm going to put what was the I'm going to put a big bullseye here, Carlos, on this 0.00088. I'm going to put it on my chart. This is the ultimate target for me. We're going to put that on my chart. It's way far away, but I want to see it get there, because I think that we can do it. Because, I mean, I know that's kind of crazy, and you guys are like, this dude's a whack job, but we just saw C Fun do it in 2 months. But yes, I am a whack job. If you saw that, if you know that, I am. I want to see if I can draw a box on here, but I want to like I can do text. Target for 20 or 19,503% ROI. Okay, so that's where I'm targeting. Right there. Okay, that's it. That's where we're going with this. And I'm just going to keep this on because I want to turn my $250 into 50K. That's my goal. So I'm going to keep that up there, and I'm going to look at that every day. And, again, another thing I want to talk about with crypto and 1 cent. And by the way, if you guys are tuned in, if you're tuned in, jump into our Telegram, and you can earn a bonus today. Right? We're giving out prizes for everybody to jump in. So go ahead and jump in here. All right. Yeah. We're gonna I sent all the prize money over to Carlos, guys. So if you guys don't claim it, Carlos gets everything. So he's probably like, yes, please don't come over.
Oh no, come over. I mean, I'm waiting for you. I'm sending the tokens to Brandon, the first person that got in. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing
he's
is, though,
receiving
the
it.
more people we get in the Telegram, the better it's going to be for all of the investors, right? The better it's going to be for all the
Exactly.
investors. Okay. So one other thing I wanted to try. Yeah. Brandon was definitely he's the guy. Brandon's the guy. It's funny because I just I have a feeling that Twitter's lying to me, because it says that there's Twitter's lying. Does Twitter lie, Carlos? It says there's 98 people in here and nobody wants to join our Telegram. Oh, it's funny. But yeah, Brandon is the prize winner so far, but we need 9 more to come on over. But okay. So anyways, I want to share something that's so powerful about joining this community. Okay? This is just so cool. Right? So we have I'm going to go to Telegram or to TradingView. TradingView is a very important stock charting system. All right.
In
Now,
fact, that's right. It's the best.
yeah, TradingView is very good. Now, if you're trading in a stock, right? If you're trading in a stock, let's say McDonald's. By the way, disclosure, I just started to invest in McDonald's. Okay. But I want you guys to invest in Cent. But I just got McDonald's, and here's why. Look at McDonald's and look at this trend. Right? This is the kind of trend we're trying to develop with Cent. But you notice when you see this chart, Carlos, what's the first thing that really stands out to you?
Well, I see that it's a company that it's been growing in the long term. I mean, as any industry or any company, it has its pullbacks, but long term they have been growing, and well, we can see it in its chart.
Yeah, so that's the whole point, right? Is it just that it always goes up? This is 2016. If we change this to a weekly chart, look at it. It just always goes up. So what would be a smart thing to do when it dips?
To buy.
Right. Yeah. And so I saw this dip here and I'm like, I'm in. Okay. And I love. Do you guys have McDonald's in Venezuela?
Yeah, we have,
Okay. So I
and it's
wasn't
the
sure.
same. I mean,
I
it's
haven't
amazing.
visited. I haven't visited Venezuela.
Okay.
Is that open for
Yeah,
US?
yeah, it is.
Okay. Um, I know you guys have had some inflation stuff. You guys had pretty high inflation there, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, we manage some other ways to stop, I mean, to avoid inflation. So we are okay at the moment.
Oh, good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. So, anyways, um, with when you're buying a stock, you have to rely on the company. And there's a lot of factors like, GameStop just got halted because the stock market didn't like it. It didn't like the retail traders trying to take over. They didn't want the big guys to lose money, so they halted the stock. With crypto, they don't do that. They don't halt it. The other thing is, in with our community, it's not a stock. And so every single person can participate and help, right? Every single one. And if you have a crypto that you love, like 1 Cent Dream, you can get involved in the community and help it grow. Whereas a stock, you got to rely totally on the leadership team. And so that's one of the reasons why these crypto communities are taking off, is because it gives the power for your financial destiny into your own hands. How many of you want the power of your financial destiny in your own hands? That's why I want you guys to join in Telegram, get involved in our community so that we can accomplish that target that I have drawn on my map. And I want to look at it every day because I want to see you guys accomplish this goal, right? There's a vision here to get to 0.000817, and we can all do this together. We don't have to be like McDonald's and just hold the stock, right? Anybody can do it. And I believe that for 1 Cent Dream. So join the Telegram and get your reward. All right, now let's take a look at Bitcoin. Okay, and I want to do the yearly chart that that we were looking at. Okay, hey, Carlos, we got a question from Telegram for you. And by the way,
Okay.
everybody that's watching in the Telegram, um, please hit us up with questions. Thank you, Brandon. So Carlos, here's the. Or do you want to? I'll read it to you. Since you're in South America, you're curious. What is your sentiment towards the Amazon of Latin America, Mercado Libre?
Well, actually, Mercado Libre is not. I mean, it's not that used here. I mean, it's not as big as Amazon, right? Amazon in the US and all over the world, it's really really big. But Mercado Libre, it's only used by a group of people, and I'm not into Mercado Libre. I haven't bought anything through that platform, but it's a good one. I know there are some people that use it, and it's fine to use it, but it's not the same. It's similar, but it's not the same as Amazon. It's not as big as Amazon. That's what I mean.
Okay, well, thanks for that. Yeah. So, honestly, um, yeah. So that's the thing about getting in there early and getting a stronghold, which is why it's so cool for us that are getting in here to get in there early. Um, we're getting in there early, but I wanted to show you guys this chart here. This is not exactly what I wanted to see. Let's go here, and I want to compare this. I just want to kind of look at these yearly trends that we were talking about. So in crypto, in Bitcoin, we have these markets that are happening, right? And right now, we're really taking a new all-time high. And in the past, and I'm going to show you guys Shib and what I think it could happen with Cent. But in the past, you can see we had an all-time high right here. You guys see that? And I look at Bitcoin because Bitcoin is a great example, and it's kind of what Shib follows under. Okay, we have we have this high right here, and it didn't take it out at 19,000, and then it kept going, and it took a long time to go back on, right? Um, that once it broke the all-time high, it really took off, right? And so now we have another opportunity where it could break off. It broke that all-time high and it went from 20 all the way to 68,000. And so if we measure that using like what they call a Fibonacci, you can see we possibly could get to 100,000 and even 150,000, right? If we compare those
This
moves.
year,
It could be this year or next year, right?
next year.
I'm not a person that tries to predict the times, but I just kind of look at like, okay, so let's take a look at this move, this one, this previous one. It went to 216 all the way to 3.16. See that how that went out? And so what could this one? Well, let's look at 3.16. And will it get that far again? I don't know, but that's 203,000 is the possibility. Okay. So now let's take a look at the Shib chart. Okay. So we've got this move, and it was a huge pullback, much bigger. Well, the chart isn't as old, but right here on Shib, right, you're going to notice here the one, if it breaks that, the 1.6 is 0013 if it hits the 1.6. So that's burning a zero. If it gets up to 2, we're looking at 0.002. So I think that these are two really possible targets that we could get to with Shib. And a lot of people are saying, well, the market cap is too high, but they don't really understand a lot about market cap. And the people that say that don't understand a lot about crypto. They don't understand a lot about markets. And there's a couple things that you got to consider. Is one is the market. There's no limit to how big the market cap can go. It's about dollars flowing in. And if Shib continues to get burnt, that's going to make a big impact. And one of the big thing about one about the big things about 1 cent dream is we're really burning a ton of Shib, right? We are burning Shib like crazy, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at that burn wallet, by the way. Uh, so every time we do a transaction with 1 cent dream, so you can see right here yesterday, our volume, let's go to the daily chart here. Our volume was 13,000. Well, 1% of that goes to burning Shib. So let's look at 13,000 times 0.01. That's $130 went towards burning Shib. 1% of 13,000. Now that might not seem like a lot, but when the volume cranks, which, I think we're going to do millions a day, we're going to be burning millions and billions and trillions of dollars of Shib, right? So
In a
there is
year, that's a lot of money.
yeah. I mean, if we do $6.3 million, that would be a trillion of Shib, which is valued at $23 million burnt, right? And so that's going to be
Exactly.
really huge, um, really huge. All right. So with that being said, I want to show you guys. Uh, there's a special wallet. Every time a transaction gets burnt, that money goes into this wallet right here. Every single transaction, it goes into this wallet. Okay. Now, right now, we have 32 million Shib, which has been accumulated for burns. Can you guys see that? 32 million Shib accumulated for burns. So, um, that's really powerful here. And as soon as it gets to 100 million, we're going to do a burn. Okay, we're going to do a burn. And so that's very exciting. I really like it. I'm so excited to see that $100 million burn coming up. It's going to be really big. All right, guys. Well, you know what? We've been going here for a while, and it looks like we've got 103 people live. We'd love to see you in our Telegram. Come on over. We're going to send you guys some scent and bone. Bone is the gas fee. Come
That's
on
right.
over and make it happen, guys. All right. So now let's go ahead and go back to Shiba Swap and let's see if our transaction went through. So I did the bridge earlier and we were looking at our transactions and I want to see if it actually completed. Okay, it was successful. So we have now bridged our Shib over. We've bridged our Shib over. And so now I want to do a little bit of live trading. Okay, and so how do we trade on Shiba Swap? Well, you go here, shibaswap.com, you click swap. You want to make sure you switch your wallet to Shibarium. All right, now I'm going to be trading Shib, okay, and I'm going to buy some cent. Now, a couple things I want you to know. So you first select Shib, and then you select cent. Now, the first thing is it right here, I have cent, but you have to import that, right? So you have to take the contract address. And the best way to get the contract address is to go into our Telegram channel. Because inside of our Telegram channel, so click that link, join the Telegram. But inside of our Telegram, you just type in /CA. And it'll give you the contract address. So you have to click that, and then you're going to import that. Like so. And now you have sent, but I already imported, so it's already there. Now, that's how you do it. It's the same process on the phone, but on the phone, it's a little bit different. Okay, it's a little bit different because of the MetaMask wallet was having some difficulty. I don't know if they fixed it yet. But anyways, so once you do that, then you swap Shib into cent. And so we're just going to put in, if you put in max, you can see that no liquidity. Why is there no liquidity? That's not right. Let me refresh that. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just took a minute to update. Now I got to do it again. I've actually never seen it been that slow before. Okay, so you want to make sure you're turning your Shib into cent. And by the way, we also have a bone pair now. So you can buy bone and buy cent or Shib with cent. So I'm going to do both. I'm going to do a bone transaction and a Shib. So we're going to take bone, we're going to buy bone, and we're going to buy some cent right here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and um, confirm it. And then you get a little notification in your wallet and it says confirm. All right, transaction submitted. Then it will say pending right up here. And you just wait a minute for it to happen and then it'll happen. All right, so now we just did it. We can view it on the Explorer to see that it happens, or we can see the chart, right? And I don't know, I don't have a Shib, I don't know the address for the Shib bone. We didn't do a lot of volume on it, so maybe cent Shib. I don't know if I have the cent bone. No, I don't have the cent bone chart. Oh wait, here we do. I got the bone chart. Hold on. It's in the Telegram. The bone chart was in the Telegram. So another reason to go into that Telegram. Come on. All right. That's cent Shib. I don't know where it is. Okay, well, anyways, it looks like the transaction didn't go through. Okay. All right. So, anyways, you'll be able to see it on the chart when I can find a cent bone chart. Can I do a cent? See if I can search it. If you can find it, Carlos, send me the link. But there's two pairs, one for cent and Shib, one for cent and bone. I just did a cent and bone transaction. All right, now if we want to do a Shib transaction, we can go here. I'm going to do a Shib. So you just select it, and then we're still early, and so you can't do tons of volume because look, if I did all this, it would be 24%, which would really impact the price. So you got to do it in smaller increments. So you just got to drop it down, right? So if you want to go in and buy $1,000 worth, I try to keep it under 1% so that the price doesn't change too much, right? So here we go. Here's a buy right here. You can click confirm, and then you can buy the token right here. Okay, so there we go. We got the transaction. Now we can watch it actually happen on the chart. We'll go to volume, cent and Shib, and you're going to see your transaction actually take place on the chart. And again, each one of these transactions burns Shib, okay, and they also burn cent. So you can see inside the Telegram that transaction burnt 42,000 cent. All right, which is pretty cool. And we also burnt 1% of that went to Shib, and also 1% of it goes to liquidity, which would then help us make bigger transactions as time goes on. Right. So right now, let's go back. Let's zoom this out a little bit. You can see we're really pushing all-time highs here. I think if we can break this, we're going to be pushing the 183 market cap up to the 200 million. There is probably going to be some sellers in here, but as you know, for those of you guys that were on earlier, there is a ton of support right in here. A lot of buyers that will be defending this level. They don't want their investment to go under, so they're going to be investing, and we're going to be getting a ton of new people. And so really interested in that. So, all right. So yeah, so I just made a live trade. Things are looking pretty good today. We just transferred from Shibarium. We transferred to Shibarium. I want to show you guys now how to transfer out. If you want to bridge your tokens out. So let's say I just sold some cent and I want to go buy a car, right? Well, you click the withdraw button, you select the token, and we go Shib. You put the number in, and I think you can't. I don't know if you can bridge cent out because it's not on ETH, so you can't bridge everything out. So you'd have to, but it doesn't matter because when you sell cent, you get Shib, right? And so we just burnt some Shib. But if we want to withdraw, go back to the withdraw page. We click on withdraw tab. That was confusing to me at first. Then you click the token, you can withdraw Shib, Bone, and then you just put the number in, and then you click transfer. And again, it takes a little bit of time and there's a small fee, right? So you don't want to be doing it every day, but you do, it's good to sometimes take your investment. It's a very good thing to do. All right. Well, for everybody that's been participating here, Carlos, thanks so much for hosting. Really appreciate it.
Thank you,
We're gonna.
sir. Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah,
Thank
it
you
was
for
a lot of
having me.
fun. So again, for everybody that joined today, the Telegram, we just say welcome. Uh, if you want to join, there's still a couple minutes left. If anybody's interested, um, if there's anybody interested, the Telegram link is in there. So just let us know that, or just click on in and join Telegram. Right? Just click on in and join Telegram. Let me check the YouTube, see if YouTube's still going. Okay, yeah. Um, let's see here. All right. Well, yeah. So it was a great presentation. Thanks everybody, and that's going to be it for today. Have a great time. Have a great day. We're going to be doing a lot more of these events. So if you liked it, let me know. Comment on
For
this.
sure.
And Carlos, thank you as well.
Thank you, sir. Bye bye.
Bye.